What's up, PSGINT family? It's your boy PSGINT here, and today I'm gonna discuss the 4-2-2-2 formation. So it's a 4-4-2 diamond formation that Paris Saint-Germain were thinking about pre-World Cup and have now started to regain form, especially after the two recent losses for Paris Saint-Germain. So this is how Paris Saint-Germain would look in the 4-2-2-2. This is how Paris Saint-Germain would look: Donnarumma in goal, same back line, and then a two-man pivot. And I think that Fabian, we have clearly seen that he cannot play in a two-man pivot. Fabian is more of an offensive central midfielder, more of a cam. That's why he had the most goals outside of the box in Europe top 5 leagues last season at Napoli. So this fits Fabian better. You have Neymar there in the cam position. You have Messi and Mbappe up top. And I think that we have seen that ball progression has been an issue here at Paris Saint-Germain. I think that this will definitely help it. Then we have Fabian and Hakimi on the wings, Neymar and Mendes. And we know that Fabian defensively, usually when he was good, at least defensively, he's really good, has a lot of tackles, covers space and helps Hakimi. Neymar does the same and can help Nuno Mendes on that left side. And then we have Kylian Mbappe roaming that left side, Lionel Messi roaming that right side. And of course, Messi and Neymar can sometimes come in to link up in the midfield. And one issue sometimes I don't like about Neymar and Messi, I love them, their combination is amazing, but sometimes, especially Neymar, it's like he tries to look for Messi all the time, and here there's a bit space in between them, so Neymar can play with the rest of the team and Messi can play with the rest of the team. So there are a lot of good stuff in this. We can see that Vitinha, Verratti, because we saw in the beginning of the season that Verratti and Vitinha, they can have a really beautiful relationship, so they will definitely be the midfield. Of course, Warren can come in for Verratti or Vitinha. In the back line, of course, we Hakimi, Mukiele on the right, Nuno, Bernat on the left, then Danilo, Marquinhos, and we have Ramos and Kimpembe who can take those spots as well. And we have seen that maybe we perform better, Marquinhos individually performs better in a back four, but this is mostly because the ball progression has been an issue, and here we have players all around. And before it was like what, defense, midfield, and then attack. So we had to pass it between the midfield and then the attack. But with Fabian roaming the right, Neymar roaming the left, we don't have that issue anymore, because now Vitinha and Verratti, all they need to do is look for Fabiano, Neymar, or when Mendes and Hakimi runs up on the fullback spaces, and then Neymar and Fabian try to look for Messi and Mbappe. Of course, Mbappe can drift to the left as well. Neymar can take that central role as well. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, he can drop deep and go and roam on the right side as well. So I think that this is very good for Paris Saint-Germain, and it's worth a try, definitely. This is how also it could look. Messi, of course, can take that right cam position, and then we can pull up with Ekitike up top. But why I'm also doing this is because Paris Saint-Germain recently have been linked with a striker and a center back, and the striker is supposed to be a pivot, very similar to the player that we were looking after, Scamacca, in the summer transfer window. And the center back, we still don't know who, we still don't know anything about that player. Same thing goes for striker. Apart from that, he plays as a pivot, meaning that he's a target man, someone that's mostly in the box, similar player to Icardi, Cavani, pretty much a penalty box merchant that drags away defenders, that leaves more space for a Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. But I definitely think that this formation is an upgrade, and it's worth a try, as I've said, and let's see how it works. It will definitely help with the ball progression, and who knows, maybe this is the formation that propels Paris Saint-Germain to the top of European football, at least form-wise. When it comes to center back, one thing I know is that Inter Milan on the 20th to 22nd of January, they need to fill in a report, an economic report, and if it comes negative, they have to sell now in January, and that is what Paris Saint-Germain are waiting for with Milan Skriniar. They have already prepared the 20 to 25 million bid if that happens, but they have also looked at some other targets. As I've said, they have found profiles for that striker position and that center back position, but no names have been found yet. And of course, I said substitutions in this formation. So the right cam, that can be Messi, that can be Fabian, or even Carlos Soler. On the left side, Mbappe, Ekitike can play instead of him, Neymar. The problem with that position, I don't think anyone can play that position, the left cam position. I mean, Carlos Soler, as I said, You can put him in those positions, but I don't think he will perform. I even think that Warren could play as a cam. I don't know about left cam, but right cam, we have seen that sometimes when he plays against with Paris Saint-Germain, especially against Angers, he was taking up those kinds of positions. So we will just have to wait and see what happens with Paris Saint-Germain in this formation. Right now, at this moment, we have 13 days until the January transfer window ends, and let's see if Paris Saint-Germain pull up with transfers, and I believe that we will make at least one, probably the striker one. The striker one looks more likely than the center back, and we will just have to wait and see what happens here at Paris Saint-Germain. Next game, of course, is against Al Nassr. It's a friendly. We will just chill and vibe in that game. Of course, our trip to Doha today as well. But that was it. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the 4-2-2-2 formation or the 4-4-2 diamond formation? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel for daily Paris Saint-Germain content. And as usual, allez, bye.